So we'll continue with the topics left out in the previous unit. So we have discussed all these topics already, right? So we have to discuss think beyond sugar, right? So offer revenues to practice design thinking is completed in the previous lecture. So now we have to discuss think beyond Jugaad. So what is Jugaad? Jugaad means life hack, you know. So most of the Indians instinctively gravitate towards improvisation. So if you look at hacks means making some shift solution using scarce resources. That is called life hack or some kind of simple solutions, right? So if you look at people in both rural and urban dwellings with various dwelling of resources, so they don't shy away from creating and applying quick fixes. So often these are referred as jugaad. So these are good enough and affordable solutions and everywhere in our daily lives, often in unknown ways. For example, so you can take a missed call reminder or a data as doubling up as a portable kitchen or a school van or toothpaste which we use. You can see automatic squeezing of toothpaste, so creatively preserving and reusing the food, isn't it? So all these are ingenuity applied amid constraints. So these are the cases of addressing symptoms without bothering about the underlying problems, without taking pains to get to the root cause and trying to solve the problem permanently, isn't it? So all this comes under Jugaad. And in many cases, getting to the problem is not justified. But the problem may be one time event, but not always. But improvisation has a place in problem solving, but making it a default is again problematic. So one of the example is your portable kitchen. So when you're moving from Nandyal to our college, you can see on the highway two vans providing breakfast vans, isn't it? It's a portable kitchen, right? So another example, you can see how the milk is delivered, right? And you can see uh, a water tank that is converted into a bike shed. And you can also see how this man, a simple solution, a simple hack. Two people are sitting in a two-wheeler, right? And another example, the kid is made to sit in the scooty and how the cradle is made in the bus, right? So these are the simple things which we use in daily life. So you have to use all those tricks even in design thinking, right? See the simple hack, simple solution, isn't it? So there is only two chairs and the person is sitting with the support of two other people. And this is the shower made from the drinking water bottle, isn't it? So these are the simple things which we can make. So whenever I go to any out of station for long duration, I do this hack. I take some small water bottle, fill it in water, and just invert that in the flower pot, and slowly it will be watering. So even if I come after 10 days also, so the plants doesn't get dry. So these are the simple hacks. See, this one tire is not there in this vehicle, but still he managed to pull that vehicle, right? So improvisation has a place in problem solving, but making it a default is problematic. So think of Jugaad as a prototype that got shipped. So this is necessary. And the next topic is you have to pay attention to the physical space. So one of the best example is Google. Do you wonder why Google spends so much money in making its offices so amazing? Have you seen it in the YouTube? Right? The company's headquarters, the Google Plex, so very famous, located in Mountain View, California. So it boasts and airports for overworked employees like massage rooms, slides connecting different floors, three free government meals a day for the staff, meditation spots, and electric car charging stations, large playgrounds. So they say we invest in our offices because we expect people to work there, not from home. So the former CEO of Google. So they make everything available in the office so that their employees are so comfortable there, right? So you know very well that Google is one of the top 10 in the ranks of world's highest R&D spenders, of companies with the highest number of US patents granted, and of the world's most innovative companies, isn't it? Now you can see the video, how it looks like. Let me play the video.
We all use its services every day. It answers our most bizarre questions. You're even watching this video using the company's video streaming platform. We're talking Google, or more importantly, its bank-busting Silicon Valley headquarters. A short walk from the San Francisco Bay Area and a stone's throw away from other multinational headquarters like Apple Park and the homes of Facebook, eBay and Netflix sits the 26-acre site on which we find Googleplex. Based in Mountain View, the Google headquarters gets its name from a play on words. Most evidently, it's a combination of Google and complex, but spelt a little differently, Googleplex is an incredibly large number with lots of zeros after it. The latter explanation is probably a hint towards Google's global monopoly and its incredible successes. The land was purchased from Silicon Graphics, the creators of Jurassic Park's famous dinosaurs. Maybe that's why a dinosaur still looks over the complex today. For the first time ever, Google didn't move into buildings that were inhabited by previous tenants. The multinational firm this time around took matters into its own hands and employed South African architect Clive Wilkinson. It was said that teamwork and creativity topped the mood boards in Wilkinson's office when designing the giant Google complex. Both firms came together to design a space which was not only set up to boost productivity, but also workforce satisfaction. This can be seen with fun lava lamps and even giant screens showing live Google search terms from around the world, a nod to the company's most famous asset. Oversized whiteboards plaster some walls, full of creative ideas and, not so creative anonymous jokes. And many of the lobbies are home to pianos, welcoming the next musician who dares to play. An incredible amount of glass was used in the construction of Googleplex, which boosts natural light, and offices are arranged in workspaces of 3 or 4 people. These little clusters are said to be effective for sharing and developing ideas, but are small and independent enough to reduce office chatter. It seems that Google has perfectly balanced the best of both worlds. Insider photos show workstations decorated with various Google and Android paraphernalia, and from what we've seen, they seem to house some serious productivity. Employees are there to work, but the company doesn't want them to feel that way. Staff are treated as friends, with access to an incredible amount of facilities. We've all heard of an on-site gym, that's nothing new, but the company also offers swim-in-place swimming pools. These are designed to reduce the footprint needed by allowing swimmers to swim against an artificially generated current. Various ping pong, billiards and foosball tables are dotted throughout the campus, with spaces to kick back and enjoy some video gaming too. Google even has its own self-contained pods, which are used by staff members to kick back and relax or to distance themselves from their surroundings in order to get down to work on some heavy tasks. What about outdoors? After all, California weather is supposed to be among the best in the world. Google has that covered too. Tennis courts, soccer fields and other outdoor spaces for fun frisbee games are all totally free to use for staff. These are all interlinked by a network of private footpaths. Health is looked after by on-site medical staff, and luxury is provided by a company-subsidized massage service. A haircut salon, a laundrette and dry cleaners, the list goes on. In fact, rumor has it that team members bring their laundry in over the weekend to avoid having to use their own machines. The best part about it, traveling between these amenities is all done on Google-colored bikes. It's even reported that many employees are given a 20% portion of their work time to focus on side projects unrelated to their usual workload. Promoting and inspiring creativity pays off. Google says that's how many of its labs projects were dreamt up. Self-sufficiency to the Googleplex. Although not fully, some of the complex's energy requirements are met by on-site solar panels, which were carefully placed across the building's roofs. Some of the fruit, vegetables and herbs eaten in the company's cafeterias are even grown in one of the park's 2 gardens, which themselves are accredited by an educational society whose aim is to teach people about the benefits of horticulture. Many scientists and psychologists have commented on the benefits of getting outdoors for our mental health. And as you'd expect, tech giant Google recognizes these benefits, with mindfulness spaces strategically placed around the complex, utilizing spaces like the food gardens. Oh, and one last perk, food. Are you sitting down? Because this isn't for the faint-hearted. Google provides its staff with food, and a lot of it, entirely for free. Workers can enjoy breakfast, lunch and dinner at the site's various cafes free of charge, including at Charlie's Place, the main cafeteria which was named after Google's first lead chef, Charlie Ayres. Nowadays, the restaurants focus on food that is fresh, organic and healthy. Those Buddha bowls or that smashed avocado on toast that you see on Instagram, these are the sorts of meals being dreamt up by head chefs, which include a fusion of the world's foods. We imagine a wide variety of dietary requirements are considered when planning the menus at the Googleplex. But Google employs real people. They're not all robots. And these real humans get hungry between meals, just like you and I. The solution? Every single workspace is within walking distance of an entire snack room, which is stocked with treats like granola, candy, and hot and cold drinks. The novelty of consistently eating out may have worn off for many of the company's more seasoned members of staff, but kitchenettes are always nearby with essential amenities like microwaves, kettles, and fridges. An unwritten saying among the company's workforce